Lethal Company has had 4 major updates since its release on the 23rd of October 2023. I'm going to be ranking all 4 updates in this video from worst to best. I'm also going to be re-ranking everything for version 50 in the upcoming videos, so subscribe and stick around for that. Version 47 was released on January 8th and introduced challenge moons, a new type of hallway for the factory map, and that's about it. The Thumper was reworked, because prior to this update it was the most broken thing in the game. Bunker spiders were overall buffed, nutcrackers were changed to make it harder to kite them. The Jester was nerfed by making it take slightly longer to start cranking, and the shovel was changed to weigh only 8 pounds from 19 pounds. Despite my low ranking of this update, I feel like the game was the smoothest it's ever been during V47, which is probably why it took so long for V50 to come out. The Thumper rework was perfect, and the low weight shovel made it easy to learn kiting patterns of enemies. There were tons of quality of life features and bug fixes. However, there was just a lack of content in this update. But it makes sense since the update before version 47 was filled with content. To me, the challenge moons just aren't that interesting, so version 47 is going in D tier, but I think the Thumper was at its best in this update. Version 40 was released on November 11th last year and introduced Baboon Hawks, radar boosters, the inverse teleporter, the jack-o'-lantern cosmetic, and giant pumpkins that spawn randomly outdoors. This update also added the player list, which allowed you to mute people, view their Steam profile, and kick them. The radar booster didn't have the flash command at this point, so it was pretty useless. Eyeless dogs and manticoils were made killable. Forest giants drop players when being stunned after this update. There were very few quality of life features and bug fixes, but the content alone puts this update one peg above V47, but it's still one of the weaker updates in my opinion. C tier. Version 45 was released on December 9th last year and introduced nutcrackers, masked entities, dramatic masks, whoopee cushions, gift boxes, chemistry flasks, homemade flashbangs, spray paint, the signal translator, various ship decorations, and the flash command for the radar booster. The shop was also decorated as a Christmas tree and has a Christmas theme song. Version 45 was the Christmas update, and while I think the game was its smoothest in version 47, version 45 laid the foundation for it. Adding more content than V47 and V40 combined, this was by far the biggest update. The Christmas aesthetic was great, and there were heaps of quality of life changes. Giants also received a much needed nerf, and the rail cheese was removed entirely. I don't have much more to say. Nutcrackers and masks fit into the game perfectly, and when this update first came out it was hilarious seeing people put on the mask not knowing what it does, or reacting to the nutcracker having a shotgun. Version 45 was peak Lethal Company, and it's going in A tier. And here we are, version 50. It was released on the 13th of April and is the biggest content update by far. It introduced a cinematic that plays when the game is opened, spike traps, butlers, old birds, tulip snakes, and masked hornets. It's the first update to add more moons, Artifice, Adamance, and Embryon. Not much new scrap was added, which is a little disappointing, but we got knives and Easter eggs which explode. There's also 3 new cosmetic items, but they are all S tier. There's the bee suit, bunny suit, and the disco ball. Aside from added content, Baboon Hawks have been completely reworked, the Earth Leviathan instant kill has been removed, giants are now killable, nutcrackers and shotguns have been reworked, fog has been reworked and there's now different levels of fog thickness, the outdoor terrain of Dyne has been completely reworked, and all the maps have had major changes. Movement has been reworked, when you are walking up slopes you go slower, and when walking down you are faster. There were tons of bug fixes and quality of life features, and it's hard to say that this isn't the best update so far. Just like version 45, the game feels fresh again, and the only thing I would have liked to see in this update is a new interior, but what we got is still really good. Definitely an S tier update. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.